Right up my ass. That's
Trumpy.
Trump.
Welcome everybody to Krumbis Bumbis and the Burgie Boys. We are the Burgie Boys. All hail Krumbis Bumbis.
All hail!
All hail, baby!
Or should I say all snow?
Oh my god, so topical. But before we get into that,
recording this,
I'm your
stuck in a
host, or I'm one of
snowstorm.
your hosts, Porcheg. I'm joined today by my other two hosts. Introduce yourself, fellas.
I am Monkey of Mist.
And I am Eric Clapton.
Hi,
Yeah,
Eric.
we've got a guest
I like
for
your
the first
music.
time.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here on the Krumbis Bumbis and the Burgie Boys podcast.
We much
sounded a
prefer
little
Eric
different.
Clapton than that Cheesefund cunt. I mean,
I also agree. He's my least favorite part. That's why I have replaced him. Me, Eric Clapton.
Yay! Let's all give Eric Clapton a hand.
A round
A
of
clap.
applause.
How much did you clap? I clapped a ton. Ah. Funny joke.
This is the
And I'm Cheesefund.
Oh shit, he's back.
It
We
was
want
all a
Eric
ruse.
Clapton. We want Eric Clapton.
Guys, I know that you thought Eric Clapton was just here a second ago, but it was
Yeah.
just me and my amazing acting skills that I've been practicing.
Man, I'm so sad now that Eric Clapton is not here.
I can bring him back. Listen, I can bring him back.
Please do.
Yeah, bring
Hey
back
guys,
Clapton.
it's me again. It's me, I'm back.
Who's back?
Oh, I'm
It's
so.
me, of course, your best friend, Eric Clapton.
Yay! Eric Clapton's back. You heard about Porcheg. It's Eric Clapton, not that cheese
Oh,
fund guy.
tricked you again. It's me. It's still me.
Oh.
Cheesefund. Wow.
You got me. Oh, I was so
Oh,
filled.
and it's me again.
Oh, Eric Clapton, way, welcome back.
Oh, no, just me.
Oh.
Quality.
Welcome everybody to our Eric Clapton podcast. What have you guys been? It's been a while. We missed a week.
Yeah. I got destroyed.
Yeah.
Why
life.
did you get destroyed, Liam?
Because I've started working now.
Clapton.
He's a big boy. He's a big boy with a big boy job.
I'm a big boy with a big jobby boy. I've been working. I've been jobbying. It's just a hard life.
If you're having trouble jobbying, then you should maybe go to the doctors about that. Just saying.
That's why I have a jobby jabber, though.
Oh.
It just
Sorry
works
about
them
that.
right out of there.
Is that what you were prescribed by your doctor? Having
Yeah,
some
I
real
went to the doctor. He
constipation.
said, Here, have one of these jabbers that we got. It'll jab your jobby right out of there."
Now, surely if you were jabbing it, it'd just go further in. You need like some sort of like. I don't know.
It's pronged so it can get a grip
line
of
and
it.
sinker.
It's pronged.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're pronging your jobbies to try and
Yeah.
jab them out of there. Well, you must have pretty stiff jobbies for that to be effective.
Well, I don't ask the questions about the tool I'm given. I just make it work,
That's what happened with this podcast, right?
That's what happens every week on this podcast. We're just dealt a shitty hand of shitty people, and we try and work it out as we go along. I try to mix up with the Eric Clapton thing, but now we're just back to talking about jobbies.
Well, how about we get back to Eric Clapton? What's your favourite Eric
No,
Clapton
back
song?
onto the topic of jobbies. You know how we were talking about deep shit theory a while back?
Yes, I remember fondly.
My opportunity's gone now.
What?
I can't do it. I can't invest in deep shit.
Why? Oh, is it because
I just don't have the hours.
now?
The other day, I made a pie chart of all the hours and time that I've lost because I have to try and earn money now. And it's a sad, sad thing.
That's a shame.
What's a girl to do? I'm like, I've went from having just 24/7 to do whatever I want to having about 4 hours every night to do stuff.
Yeah.
How do you value that time? I need a producer for my everyday life so you can tell me what I need to do.
Here's how you can most effectively use your free time.
Yeah.
The thing
It's
is,
a
though,
nightmare.
you'll be earning money, so you can do more interesting things with that free time.
With those 4 hours.
With those
the
4
weekends,
4 hours.
I imagine I'm gonna really have to rock those weekends.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's me. I've started a new job. I draw pictures and I make funny memes for a living now.
He's
your
living the
official
life.
job title is meme aficionado.
I got asked by my manager to keep them up to date with the memes.
Are you serious?
And this is not a joke. This is the truth. To which my response...
You have to write like a meme report. This week in memes.
Well, what I did was I got the 2 other people from my team to gather around my computer and showed them the picture of Yoda dabbing with the sign that says P is stored in the balls. Nobody laughed. Nobody laughed. They were like, I don't get it. And I was like, it's funny. And that was it. I'm fired now.
This week, Show Me the Way is now dead, so don't use that anymore.
Well, like
and
they
also
were talking
Yoda.
about Black Panther came out, and I was like, hey, you should get on the ball with that, because Ugandan Knuckles was a thing, Wakandan Knuckles, and now it's a thing, and they missed the chance.
Oh, as long as you don't call it Dark Panther. Tesco's already tried that one.
I would love to hear your meme reports. Jeez. If you
I
ever
can
have-
write one up.
If you have a meme report for work, could you
I want
please
a
also
meme
give it to
report.
us?
No, it's more just like, hey Liam, we're gonna post something about Pokemon, and I'll be like, oh, I hate that.
And they'll be like, oh, okay, we'll not do that then.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
Supreme Lord and Ruler of all. Or is it not
Well,
quite
have-
that?
my
I
favorite
have to
meme
tell
is the
them.
fact that Liam hates Pokemon, so that's great.
Yeah, I hate Pokemon, especially you, Pikachu. You know what you did.
What did Pikachu did?
He kept looking in at him while
He
he's in the toilet.
knows.
Keeps peeking at you, you know?
Oh my god, your jokes are just the worst.
Ah!
Porcheg, what have you been up to?
Me or Misty?
I said Porcheg, but
Oh.
Misty laughed over me. It's okay. I understand that you didn't hear.
Yeah. I went to the hospital the other day.
Oh.
And they told me to arrive at like quarter to 10, and so I arrived at 10:30. You know, just being early, making sure that I was there on time. Didn't want to miss this appointment because it was like
They said
6 months in
past
the.
10, and you arrived at 10:30.
No, quarter to 10.
Quarter to 10.
And I arrived at 9:30, so I was there with 50 minutes early. Because I've been on this waiting list to see this person for 9 months about my jaw, because my jaw is locked shut, and it's like every time I open and close it, it cracks every single time. So whenever I meet, it's like crack, 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 crack.
Oh yeah, you've told me about this. It's horrible.
It's terrible. It hurts every day. And so I got to this thing 15 minutes early, and it gets to the time for like when the appointment is, and there's like a couple people in the room, and I'm like, okay, fair enough. Maybe run a bit late. So then 20 minutes go by, and one of the people comes in and says to me, you have to go over to X-ray to get an X-ray. And then I sit in X-ray for 40 minutes and wait to get an X-ray there. Which, by the way, it was like this. It wasn't like a. I don't know if you guys have ever been for X-rays before, but every single time I've ever gone for an X-ray, you lie on a bed, and they like position it over whatever part is being X-rayed.
Yeah, they like have like this like light to line up where they're gonna shoot.
Yeah, and then they leave the room and then do the thing. But because I'm getting a jaw X-ray, it was different. I had to position my head on this like chin rest thing, and then this cylinder scanned like 360 degrees around my entire skull. But like I don't know who it was designed for, and I don't feel like I've got like particularly broad shoulders. I mean, I've got broad shoulders, but like I had to like hold my shoulders down and keep my chin up and then stay still this entire time, and it was like too low to the ground, so I was like squatting at the same time. It's just the most uncomfortable thing ever.
I'm just imagining all this happening where you're like having all these like situations like, oh okay, you've got to go for your X-ray, and then as you're walking out it says like Toys R Us or something.
Oh god,
should have got to Specsavers.
Yeah. But yeah, so I get the X-ray, and then I go back to the other waiting room, the waiting room I was in first, and then I wait for another hour and a half, and like 15 minutes into me with this wait, someone comes in and says, "Oh, the clinic's running 2 hours late," and I'm like,
wow.
"Fuck me."
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, it was terrible. Like, so my phone ran out of battery, and so I was sitting there just reading a book on this incredibly uncomfortable chair for 2 hours.
What book?
It was The Last Wish by Andrzej Sapkowski. It's the one.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Andrzej Sapkowski's Last Wish.
It's the Witcher book. It's the book that The Witcher's based on.
Oh, The Last Witcher.
Yeah.
Last Witcher.
Anyway, this is just what happened. Okay, so I eventually get a scene after about, I don't know how long, almost close to 3 hours of waiting.
Oh my goodness gracious.
And I walk into this office and the guy's like, "Oh, I'm sorry you had to wait so long. I'm on call and there's only 2 people here. So I'm constantly leaving to go and see ER patients and the other person's on call as well. So we've been late." And I'm like, "You know what? Fair enough. I don't really care. I'm here now." And so he proceeds to ask me a bunch of questions, which I've been asked before by my dentist. And then like sort of poke at my jaw a bit, and he's like, "Okay, cool. We're gonna send you for some scans. The wait time is 3 months." I'm like, "Fucking what? Please!" Oh God.
So, you should have been like, hey, can I have your phone number? And he'll be like, "What's going on?" And he'll be like, just give me your phone number. And then you ring him up and you go, "Oh, hey, I heard you were on call. I really need a doctor to fix this problem right now."
So I waited 6 months to get this appointment. Then I got there, waited 3 hours to see the person. Then he said I needed to get a different scan, 2 different scans of my jaw, which both have waiting times of 3 months. So it's just waiting.
Well, think about it this way: if you waited 6 months and then had to wait 3 hours, if you're gonna have to wait 3 months now, it'll only be 1.5 hours you have to wait next time.
That's right. That's how the world works.
Quick math. Right. That's why all the old people get seen so quickly nowadays, because they've had that constant thing going on throughout their life.
It's constantly going down.
Yeah, it's just. That's why when you're in childbirth, it normally takes like 20 odd hours. So that's all I'm saying.
Oh my God, I didn't know it worked like that. It makes perfect sense.
It does. It all adds up. Oh my jeez.
Janice.
One of the scans that I have to go for is an MRI scan, which is the one where you sit in a big tube for like 20 minutes. And they say there's like a big they sent me like a letter with all the information, and they said that they'll provide me with headphones so that they'll play me music and talk to me throughout this 20 minutes. So I'm gonna have this awkward 20-minute conversation.
You should ask them if you can listen to Krumbis Bumbis and the Burgie Boys whilst you're in there.
Oh man, I don't know if I get to request what songs or what I listen to. I'd love to if they do allow me to request what songs. I'm trying to think of what would be the most ridiculous thing to play.
To be honest, they'd probably go, "We don't have that."
But I felt like I came with my own like hot fire mixtape and just.
Maybe. What if you came with like a Spotify playlist of like brain damage related songs?
They don't have Spotify, I don't think.
What I should do is get them to play your SoundCloud playlist, Liam.
Oh my God, yeah,
that'd be great.
Be even better if they can hear it as well.
Yeah, I imagine they will be able to. Like, if they play like the top 20 radio hits that I've heard every day at work, I might actually just kill myself right in there.
They will.
If they do, I'd rather sit in silence. Honestly, it'd be torture.
I think what they have.
You might go insane though.
I think what they have is just like tapes and CDs, because.
Oh my God, tapes!
Because I don't think they actually are allowed to connect up to the internet at all, because they're all Windows XP devices.
Maybe, yeah.
And they're so fucking vulnerable.
I'll take in my my Mr. Boom tape.
Oh, Mr. Boom. We've talked about Mr. Boom a good few times.
Oh,
I don't know if we've talked about him on the podcast, but like, man, Mr. Boom's an anomaly that apparently only me and you know about.
Have you heard of Mr. Boom, Misty?
Mr. Boom?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Use your imagination. Fly to the moon. Fly to the moon. No?
Is that the guy that had the kind of little pointy hat?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He's like a Scottish entertainer who sang songs, and he was around in the 90s for a while.
Once me and my family were on like a holiday, we went up north to like one of the islands or something. Can't remember exactly where. So the story's already shady AF, but we were up somewhere, And throughout our whole childhood, me and my brother, because we were like 2 years apart, we'd always go see Mr. Boom. But then by the time we were up there, okay, so we're up there, we're on holiday, we didn't plan this at all, but Mr. Boom was in town, okay? And me and my brother being like older, we were like, we're not super interested in seeing Mr. Boom, not gonna lie. But my mum took my sister, and me and my brother sort of just wandered around the town or whatever, ate sweets and kicked cans or whatever people do. But then we came back for the end of the show so we could wait for my mum and sister to come out. But Mr. Boom does this whole thing at the end where he goes like, okay kids, I've got to go back to the moon or whatever, and he goes bye-bye, and everyone goes bye-bye, and he goes bye-bye, and it plays these sci-fi noises like he's leaving in his spaceship. But me and my brother were outside. And it's like at this stupid little community hall on some island. He walks out with all this stuff on. And he's going, bye-bye, kids, and all these space toys. He packs it into the back of his little red car and drives away.
That wasn't his little red car, that was a spaceship, man. Come on.
A spaceship. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good.
Oh, brilliant.
All you hear is like on these big speakers, goodbye kids, and it's like woo 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 woo, whilst we were just watching Mr. Boom pack stuff into his car.
I've actually found two of the videos from, it must have been a stage show or something, on YouTube, so I'll put them we can maybe put them in the show notes for this episode. I'll put them in the chat just so I remember.
Is that what inspired you into music, Eric Clapton?
Yeah, it's me, Eric Clapton. I'm back again. Mr. Boom is my inspiration. He really he got me through those hard times of trying to write music. Those abominable times. That's a little joke me and Mr. Boom have together.
See, Eric, me and you are going to get on just fine with our sense of humour and ability to make jokes.
And then late at night we can abominably snowball together.
Oh.
Have you guys heard?
What?
It's the end of the world today.
Is it?
What?
Yeah, it's the end of the world. It's the snow. It's a red alert. If you step outside your door, you will immediately die.
Yay! Well, welcome, sweet death.
That's what everyone's telling me, at least.
I was out in it today.
Did you? Oh, how did you? Oh wait, no.
Jesus,
You're Eric
White
Clapton,
Walker.
of course. Liam died. It's Eric Clapton that's here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Cheesefunds went out in it today, so we had to call in Eric Clapton, who's calling.
Who's
from
always there on their standby. He's like, wonder if this week they'll contact me. Maybe this week they'll contact me to be on the podcast.
Well, see, Eric Clapton gets to... Well, me, Eric Clapton, I usually get to sit in the Discord room and listen to the live recording, just because I'm Eric Clapton, I get special privileges.
I mean, who's going to say no to Eric Clapton, right?
Yeah, I'm actually on stage right now.
Oh, nice. Make sure to shout out the podcast, right?
Yeah, everyone knows... just listen to Krumbis Bumbis and the Burgie Boys, woo! And woo! You're the best, you're such a bad boy! Sorry, the crowd's going nuts over here.
It sounds it.
I just imagine, like, legitimately, not Mr. Boom, fucking Eric Clapton.
Mr. Boom!
In a room like,
Mr. Boom, you're
trying to
such a
convince
bad
us.
boy!
But yeah, it's snowing a lot today. It's like, I think it's the first red alert Scotland's had maybe in a while or ever.
Did you go out and play in it, Porcheg?
No, I was.
It's like the first red alert in like something stupid like 10 years.
Yeah, I remember there was like snow this bad when I was in primary school, and it was like up to like above my my ankles and stuff like that. And that's what it's like right now. It's like
funny enough, it happened right after Scotland beat England at the rugby. So I think it's a sign that the world is actually ending. Scotland won at a sporting event, and now
Scotland are pretty good at rugby. Better than they are at football, I guess.
It's the first time they've beat England in 10 years.
Wow, really? Damn.
Or something. They got a cup for it.
5 million population versus however much population in England.
I think it was like
30 million odd at least.
Yeah. More in London than there is in Scotland.
Yeah, it's kind of expected that England would have a better rugby team because they've got more people to choose from, right?
It's true.
Obviously.
No.
Oh,
that's why they met Americans.
You're right, Eric. You're right. We shouldn't be
Thank
expecting
you.
that.
It's me, Eric Clapton. I know all the sports facts. Ask me anything. Sorry, I'm drinking on stage.
Eric Clapton.
Oh, that's not fun.
What?
You can't do that. You can't call me Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty.
I'm calling you Eric Sanchez.
Yeah, I got the reference. I'm Eric Clapton. I know everything. Don't try and get around me, you
hoser.
You poser.
Did you guys play the snow today? Did you make snow angels? Build snowman?
I had to go on to
I
uni.
almost got trapped in Edinburgh.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you were through there today.
Because I was at work today. Woo!
I thought you were at work already, Eric. You're on stage after all.
Sorry. Oh god, you're gonna make this really confusing. So, Cheesefund was at work today and he died.
Yay.
Actually, I forgot about that.
He got caught in the snow in Edinburgh, obviously.
Right before he died, he got the train, and then immediately after that train, every train got cancelled until 10 tomorrow.
That was lucky.
So, lucky enough, he made it back so he could die in his hometown.
Yeah. Did you get sent home earlier then, or did you just make it?
I decided. I made the executive decision that I'm leaving. My manager wasn't in, so I was just like, "Hey, there's a red alert on the snow. I'm leaving." And she was like, "That's probably a good idea. Goodbye."
That's what.
Like, fuck off. Who are you? Why are you taking Cheesefunds' place, Eric Clapton? And that's when they were like, "Okay, we need to get this guy out of the building, and we want to get that person who we actually hired back in." That
Eric
Skyver.
Clapton. It's me, Eric Clapton. I have the job. Cheesefunds still unemployed and dead.
Yay!
Don't know which is worse. That mindset is the same mindset that everyone at the retail park had today. Like all this, like Sainsbury's was shut, Halfords was shut, Argos was, everything was shut. Everything was shut today, apart from McDonald's. They decided to keep it open. So it's still open now, I think. But like, it was so quiet. There was nobody in at all. It was like a quiet Monday, and I was just standing around for 8 hours waiting for my shift to end so I could walk home in the snow.
But then again, if it's really quiet, do they not like already cook some stuff off that they would be expecting people to be coming in?
Yeah. You always have food ready, even if there's no people in.
So if it was that quiet, that means there was so much food that you could have just like went, oh well, that's obviously going to go off unless somebody takes it. Oh, I'll just take it then. Okay, see you later. I've just got this burger that was obviously going to go off because no one's here.
I kind of wish that was the case, but like what happens is when the food, like, you're allowed to hold stuff for a certain period of time in these like heated shelves. And whenever you've held it for too long, you throw it in a bin, and then you count whatever's in that bin and throw it in a big waste bin, so that you know how much food waste and stuff you've used. So you're not allowed to eat any of the food that goes out of time.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it
what
is.
you should do is
it's pretty dumb.
You should just throw the wrappers in the bin, and then just count the amount of wrappers and chuck it in the big bin. Because I mean,
it's me in the bin. Yo. It's me! I'm in the bin! What up?
It's Trash Boy.
I think Eric Clapton's gone crazy. He doesn't rap.
Yeah! It's me!
Kanye West!
Kanye, baby! Good morning!
Have you ever seen Kanye West and Eric Clapton in the same room? No, you haven't. You know why? They're the same person.
Good morning! That's Kanye West's catchphrase. I don't know if you know this. Good morning!
Even at nighttime, does he say it?
Yeah.
That sounds like Kanye.
Yeah. Good morning. Pink polo.
I used to say good evening in high school to everybody, regardless of what time of day it was.
Good morning.
I was
evening
cool.
Somewhere.
No,
you're so cool.
I was so cool. Like, just unbelievably cool. It was hard to imagine, actually.
So it's Porcheg.
Let's go back to the X-ray talk. Misty, have you ever had any X-rays?
I've worked in the bits where there's X-rays. I've done some X-rays.
Oh,
got any good X-ray stories?
Not really, because it was mostly just normal X-rays. It was nothing spectacular.
You ever have like a fight with like a villain in an X-ray room? And then you killed him with the radioactivity room, and you kicked him into the thing and closed the door and radioactive him to death?
And you thought he died, but he actually got superpowers and came back to fight you? So you had to
came back in the
yourself.
sequel.
How did you know?
The first film's called X-Ray and the second film's called X-Rated.
Oh.
Yeah. He's both said "oh" at the same time. I had an X-ray.
Did you?
To my head and my leg.
Your head and your leg.
Maybe my neck. Not at the same time.
Huh.
But I'm fairly sure I got an X-ray on my neck because when I was a kid I jumped off a bunk bed and landed neck first on a wooden box.
That explains a lot.
What did you do that for?
Well, somebody dared me to jump off the bed, so I jumped off the bed. It was a bunk bed, and I landed next first, so I fell the height of a bunk bed onto the corner of a wooden box and ripped my whole neck open. There was blood everywhere.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so I did that once.
It was sausage.
Yeah, it like basically like tore like... It basically like skinned my neck,
Oh
so like
my
my
God.
skin was like hanging off like a flap.
That is... No, thank you. I would not like this image in my head any longer.
Just picture if you run along fast enough, it just like starts going in the wind like an anime startup.
Pretty much. I got knocked out once whilst I was ice skating. Somebody fell.
Someone dared you to jump off a bunk bed.
Somebody dared me to jump off a bunk bed when I was at the ice rink. So we got one out. We put it onto the ice. We gave it a push and I jumped. But as I jumped, somebody fell into me. And then I went head first into the boards and got knocked out. So they wheeled the bunk bed to the hospital and gave me an X-ray. And I broke my ankle because somebody dared me to jump off a bunk bed.
And landed on your ankle?
I rolled over on my ankle and I broke it.
Maybe we should just avoid getting you near bunk beds. That's probably the best
yeah, that's
idea.
why this year I finally got rid of my bunk bed.
God, you're so many inches.
And now you're invincible.
Yep. It's like who's the guy who if he looks in the mirror he dies?
Dorian Gray?
Dorian Gray. I'm like Dorian Gray, but if I sleep in a bunk bed I'll age rapidly and die.
The curious case of Cheesefund Gray.
Of bunk bed button.
Bunk bed button.
He ages backwards. People constantly jumping off him.
Oh, that's brilliant. Every time somebody jumps off and breaks something, he gains a little bit more strength.
Yeah,
and a little bit
but
more
if I ever
height.
see him again, or if I ever sleep in him again, I will gain everyone's pain who's been injured by the bunk bed, and I'll die.
Gain everybody's pain, but also their life force.
No, the bed keeps the life force. I die.
Right, yeah, you're right.
It'll gain even more of my life force.
Yeah, it's the haunted bed, the haunted bunk bed. That sounds like a good film.
It sounds like a film, maybe. Good film, I'm not so sure.
Coming to a cinema near you.
What would you
from
call
the makers
it?
of Insidious. Spooky Bunk Bed 2.
Bunked.
Spooky Bunk Bed 2.
Bunked was actually pretty good, actually.
Bunked. What about Debunked?
Oh, Debunked.
What about
Bunkbusters.
Ghost Bunksters? Bunky Brewster. There's so much opportunity.
Bunky of Mist. Cheese Bunk. Cheese Bunk! Because it's Cheese's bunk.
Cheese Bunk.
Cheese Bunk.
It's Cheese's Bunk.
Cheese Bunk.
Cheese
The
Bunk.
story of stealing life forces. But it's all good because it was Cheese's.
Good morning.
And that's where Candy came in. It's like, good morning.
Good morning.
It all comes around. It's all joined together.
Did anybody go see Black Panther?
I haven't yet.
I did.
I really want to.
You did, Porcheg.
I did, yeah.
Did you know you're not allowed to go see that? You idiot.
Why?
You can't go see that, you white man. Did you see all this Twitter noise?
Yeah, I did. A lot of them were faked, though. Like,
well, yeah, that's what I was about to talk about.
Okay.
Is those fake posts that bring me so much joy. I think most of them were fake. I don't even know if any of them were real. I'd imagine maybe like one of them.
So what happened was when the Black Panther came out, people were tweeting out that things like, "Oh, my white sister just went to go and see Black Panther and got beat up by a gang of black hoodlums. Look at this picture of her bloodied face," and then they posted a picture, but the picture was like of someone who'd been attacked in some other unrelated incident that they just used the image for to spread propaganda.
Which led on to people posting like Two-Face from Batman, The Dark Knight,
as always,
being like, "My dad went to see Black Panther and he was burned by two black men with flamethrowers. Please share this picture to raise awareness."
Just taking it away out of context, as usual. It's great.
It's great. It's a way to turn like a crappy situation into a funny meme, and I like it. Did you said you saw? So you say you saw it?
Yeah,
huh?
I went to the cinema. I think 50 Shades or 51 Shades, or whatever it's called, the new one.
We don't talk about that.
Was out, and so when we went in, one of the viewings must have come out, and it was like 40 like middle-aged women. No joke, walking out of the cinema,
just dripping their way out of the cinema. Some poor guys just following them with a mop.
You okay there, Porcheg?
Oh fuck! Oh god, that is quite an image. Bunch of older ladies walking at the cinema as we went in, and then in the Black Panther viewing there was like 4 groups maybe, including us. Have you seen it, Liam?
No, I haven't. I do want to go see it at some point, just because the big hubbub over it.
Yeah.
But I'm fully expecting just another Marvel movie.
Yeah, like it got hyped to shit, like to a ridiculous degree. Everyone was talking about how good it was. It's breaking box office records and all this kind of stuff. And
there's reasons that it's so hyped, though.
Yeah, but like at the same time, okay, if this was the first Marvel movie that ever came out, I'd be like, man, great movie, fantastic. Yeah. I'd probably have a higher rating than I gave it already. But like, whilst it is different in like maybe 7 out of the 10, like 70% of it is like different from a lot of the rest of the Marvel films. There is still that like underlying core of good guy who's a guy and he's got powers, and then he has a bad guy and the bad guy's like, I don't like you, and then they have a big fight and the movie's over and that's it. Yeah. Like I feel like the movie's building up to this sort of really interesting conflict between this super like minor spoilers for Black Panther.
Oh, but I haven't seen it.
Minor. Have you don't know anything about it?
Not really.
Okay,
but it's okay.
It's like a build up to a thing which would be really interesting, and then they just fight.
They're trying to go for like an Avengers sort of thing where they can make multiple movies, right?
I mean, they're doing that with everything these days, but like.
Well, yeah, because it's Marvel.
My biggest problem is that like it just ends in a big battle, and not like it could have had a much more interesting ending where like they discuss the conflict and the problems of the world that they're living in.
I've heard that like the bad guy has like a lot of depth compared to most of the villains.
Yeah, he's probably one of the better Marvel bad guys.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of other good Marvel bad guys. I can't think of honestly any bad guys in any Marvel films.
They're all pretty bad. To be honest, I can't think of any worth talking about. I think.
Yeah. I think what
the only one I can think of is Red Skull, but he's not. He's got no depth. He's literally just evil.
Yeah. My favorite Marvel villain is Wilson Fisk from the Daredevil season 1.
So good.
He's fucking amazing. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So good.
That guy deserves like 1 billion awards for that.
The reason I think I like him so much is because whilst I don't really feel like he's the bad guy. He's just the antagonist. He has, like, I can like see where he's coming from throughout the entire show and be like, you know, I can understand why you.
They made him like an actual. He's an actual human character instead of just, hey, I'm the big bad. Yeah. Look at all these bad things that I do.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like actually like, there's reasoning behind everything that he does, and then although he's like, he has these moments where he's just absolutely horrible. He also has these moments where you're just like, oh, you're like a big baby, man. You're a baby that grew up.
Yeah. But yeah. So Black Panther's okay. I'd say it's like worth going to see more than other Marvel films. So check it out if you.
It's an important film.
Yeah.
For people that aren't us, it's really hard for us to relate when we're in like Scotland and I'm from like a rural town,
Yeah.
and there are not a lot of not white people here.
Yeah.
But even if there was, like, I don't know if it really matters to me that much. Like, I don't know. It's a really hard topic to talk about when we have no experience. It's always so touchy talking about anything because, like, I just have no opinion.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But good shit. I'll probably go see it at some point if I'm allowed. Please don't burn my face with flamethrowers.
Please don't turn me into Two-Face.
This is such a good picture. What other movies are out? Is there anything coming out? I know that one with stupid Jennifer Lawrence, where she pretty much is Black Widow,
Red Sparrow,
is coming out.
It's like an origin story
which
for
is
Black
quite
Widow, but it's not Black Widow.
an ironic one. Red Sparrow, Black Widow.
It literally just looks like a Black Widow standalone movie. I don't know if it will be that, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'd go see it probably if it was that. I think they should have made like a Black Widow movie.
They probably will, to be honest. It is Marvel, you know.
I feel like they're past it now.
Might do it as like a series.
Yeah, aren't they like getting rid of the like original Avengers soon? I don't know. I've not seen one since.
Well, Civil War was meant to kill off certain ones.
I guess
That's the last one I went to see. That was really bad. That film was bad. I hate that film. It's bad.
Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah, so bad.
Don't remember it. They all sort of
Was it even was it Captain America? Is it called Captain America Civil
Yeah,
War?
Captain
is,
America
yeah.
Civil War, yeah.
It's basically just an
so
Avengers
bad.
film. Though. All of them are in it.
It's so bad.
I don't know why
There's
they call
just-
it Captain America Civil War instead of Avengers Civil War.
They should call it Iron Man Civil War, if anything, because Iron Man's the only one who uses his goddamn brain in that movie. Does anybody agree with Captain America who's not American?
I don't remember what the film was about.
Though, okay, right. The film came out a while ago. I feel like we're allowed. I'm not gonna like major spoil the. Well, maybe fuck.
Spoilers ahead for Captain America: Civil War.
Big fight against themselves.
It's not even that. It's not even that. Okay, I get the wanting to make them fight each other, but okay, I'm gonna spoil a little bit because it's been out for ages.
Just skip a couple seconds ahead if you don't want to hear it.
Skip ahead like a couple of minutes. Captain America has his friend, stupid Bucky Brown or whatever, and the whole conflict is that he wants Bucky Brown just to get away with everything, and Iron Man's like, no.
Bucky Barnes.
Bucky Barnes, there we go. Binky Barnes.
Good old Binky.
Binky Barnes. And I just don't, I don't agree with Captain America, and I don't, I can probably see from Captain America's perspective, but I feel like everyone should have been on Iron Man's side.
It was on the lines of Captain America was believing that his friend wouldn't do these stuff, and because of that, was under the impression that he was being controlled or mind controlled, brainwashed, etc., which he was.
Yeah,
so that's where the kind of
hypothetical scenario. All right.
Okay, hypothetical scenario.
War, Scotland, 2018.
Okay.
Me and you and Misty, we all go to war. Things are shit. Okay. Things are bad. We're fighting. We're traveling Scotland, killing off the. I don't know who would be fighting.
Non-Burgie believers.
The non-Burgie believers, which is everybody, I guess, apart from people.
What is it? The Burglebees.
The Burglebees. Yeah, and then in the combat, we're fighting, and I take a shot to the head and I die. And I look at your eyes as I'm dying with a bullet in my head, and I'm like, Liam, no, I'm dying, goodbye. And you're like, oh no, shit, you're dying. Okay.
Just like that. No actual emotion.
Yeah.
Oh
no
shit,
emotion.
you're dying.
Yeah, whoops. Bullet to the head, accidental. Then 20 years later, news. There's a person going around and he's killing a bunch of Burgie Boys. And his name is Porcheg. Bam, bam, bam.
Bam, bam, bam.
So you hunt me down as you come out of retirement, like old Batman style, and you hunt me down, and you've come face to face with me, and you don't recognize me because I've been brainwashed, or like I don't recognize you because I've been brainwashed.
Okay.
And you've managed to stop me, and then the government's like, hey, you've caught this guy, you gotta murder him now because he's killed a bunch of non-Burgie Boys. And you're like, what do you do? What do you do, Liam?
Well, you go, hey government, that doesn't sound about right. Maybe just send him to prison forever.
But I was brainwashed.
I don't care. I saw you die.
I'm over it. It's been 20 years.
You only get die once, idiot. Get over yourself. Shouldn't have got brainwashed. Duh.
So
that's what I would
just
say.
Send me to prison.
Yes.
What'd you do, Misty? Same situation, but you instead.
Well, can I fight my point a little bit first?
Sure. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, listen. Okay, so you get sent to prison, and then the government can work out all this stuff about you getting brainwashed, and then you could possibly get released.
All right. But
I have faith in the justice system. If you were in America, then maybe not actually. But then Captain America is America, so he's his own worst enemy.
But maybe I'm in prison for crimes that I didn't necessarily commit. I mean, I committed them, but I didn't know I committed them.
Well, then you go through the justice system like anyone else. What, just because you're like some sort of superhero with a big shiny tinfoil arm doesn't mean you get special treatment.
I think that's actually in the Constitution. You know, all laws are exempt if you have a big shiny arm.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure that's in there.
Alright, Misty, you go ahead. Hot Wheels, lead the way.
Well, I probably would go with the whole thing of maybe not prison, but definitely secluded from everybody else in a really high... Okay, prison.
I think
like a really high security kind of thing that you would be able to escape from.
You realise I'm not dead after being gone for 20 years. The Burgie Boys podcast, this Krumbis Bumbis podcast is cancelled because I'm just not around. You'd never do it without me.
Don't get
no
me wrong.
way, no chance.
That's
even more reason to go to prison. You cost us good content.
Don't get me wrong, Porcheg. I wouldn't send you to the prison then, just like desert you. I'd come in and like try bringing you back to like the sense of being a Burgie boy again. Yeah.
I'd strap you into the electric chair.
Oh, yeah.
I'd strap you into the electric chair, and as I'm about to push the button, I'd say, "Sorry, dude, I'm brainwashed."
God damn. Holy shit. Well, I'll have to make sure not to die in war and come back as a brainwashed guy, because you guys just won't take care of me. Well, Misty will, but you won't. Ugh.
Cheese would just kill you. I would take care of you, but probably like somehow figure out.
Hey, it's either the justice system or my justice system. Take your pick.
Oh crap!
But then if I take the justice into my own hands, then I'm just as bad as you. So maybe we'll be in prison together.
It's true, but then again, if you
and that's
kill
what
him,
Captain America should have done. Captain America should have just took the punishment as well and went to prison for being a big traitor.
Yeah.
Fucking hate Captain America. He's such a dick. He is. He's just the worst. I don't understand why anybody would ever buy like their child a Captain America costume. What did he ever do for you?
You guys heard it here first. Cheesefund hates America. Hates it. Through and through.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm not even gonna joke. Even Snoop Dogg doesn't really enjoy America that much these days.
Snoop Dogg?
I mean, do you really blame him? Really?
Why was Snoop Dogg the first name you brought up?
Because Snoop Dogg is a god of our time. Idiot.
Alright.
Snoop Dogg should have been Captain America.
Now that would be great. If I came back brainwashed and you knew it was me but I looked just like Snoop Dogg, what would you do?
Wrap you up in a piece of paper and smoke you.
The ultimate joint.
I guess we need to ask Porcheg though. What would he do if the role was reversed and it was Cheese that was shot in the head and died?
Oh yeah, let's do that. Okay, wait, let me set the scene because we gotta set the scene. You do it. You do it in an epic voice, Misty.
In the year 2028, because I can't do 2018 because Porcheg's already done 2018. Cheesefund is on a rampage because he's already brainwashed and he's killing everybody. What would you do?
They didn't really set out the scene. There wasn't really a lot. There wasn't the whole war thing.
Yeah, well, it implies
the war's already happened.
The war's already happened. You've already been brainwashed.
Well, as long as Porcheg knows that, Yeah. All right, let's come on, Porcheg. Show me what you got. I mean, I don't know you. I will fucking kill all of the Burgie Boys, and I've developed a German accent.
Oh, alright. Well, that's fair enough. You do that. But before, are you hungry? You want to go for some lunch? You want to grab a bite to eat?
You better watch out. I've got a fucking gun. You're going to die tonight, strange man.
I'm gonna hand you a steak bridie, but secretly there's sausages hidden inside it. See if this jogs your memory.
Good luck trying to get that bridie in my mouth, stupid American pig. This is in my mind. This is happening in like a car park,
right? Yeah.
Like a underground car park. I'm behind a car.
Where about is it happening though? Is this Scotland or America?
Scotland, but I think it's America because I'm brainwashed.
Do you have a gun then?
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right.
You somehow got a gun, Porcheg. What are you gonna do? It doesn't sound like a real gun though, so you might be fine.
I'd knock him out. First of all, knock him out.
Try to get close to me, stupid asshole.
I rolled a d20. You're knocked out.
You're not even gonna describe the maneuver.
All right, cool.
Okay, I'm behind a car. I'm
Right.
taking cover, and every so often, I take some shots at you.
Am I Captain America in this situation? Do I have the shield?
No.
Okay, fine. I called together a squad of the most honourable, loyal Burgie Boys to protect me as meat
To
shields.
use as a meat shield.
More targets for me to kill.
And then
Bring
run
them
up
to me.
with them in front of me, and get closer, jump over the car in like a cool sort of 80s slide on the bonnet, and then whack you over the head with a hammer and knock you out.
Ah, my head. This reminds me of the bunk beds. My memory is coming back to me.
And then through some method, you're knocked out, you wake up, you're strapped to a chair, and I feed you a bridie, but the bridie has secret sausages inside it.
Oh, I don't want a bridie. I'm not very hungry.
Don't care. Eat up.
I'm not hungry. I'll maybe eat it later.
I'll play you this episode of Krumbis Bumbis and the Burgie Boys, this specific section, and see what happens.
Oh, what's happening? I can hear myself. Oh, and then I die. I have an aneurysm.
Well, that sorts itself out, I guess.
You couldn't save him, Porcheg. It's all good. It's all good.
Job done.
You're a monster.
Job done.
Do you want to go record the new podcast, episode 720, Misty, with Eric Clapton?
2 days later, mass shootings occur at the Church of Burgie. The perpetrator has been named as Monkey of Mist.
Dun, dun, dun.
The only person who can stop Monkey of Mist is Porcheg. What does he do? No, you guys have to act out a scene.
Where am I? Where am I? What am I doing?
You're in the Church of Burgie, apparently.
I'm in the Church of Burgie. I have to do some strange accent as well, because every brainwashing has to have accent like this.
I'm like a hostage. Who keeps doing this?
I has Cheesefunds as hostage. I'm going to pistol whip him all the night long.
What
Shut
horrible
up, you
German
stupid
man!
cheesebag.
Ow! Owie! Oh no! What German man is
I am not
committing these
German man. I am
atrocities?
a brainwashed accent man.
Who brainwashed you? Who brainwashed you? We need to know.
Take the butt of my
where is
pistol.
he?
Take the butt of my pistol.
Ow! Where is our hero?
I'm doing what I'm doing right now, just leaning back on my office chair watching this all go down.
Take the pistol again, where you stupid,
Ow! Ouchie!
stupid.
I'm just
cheese
presuming it's
boy.
one of Misty's bits, just let him go with it.
Oh, owie!
I like just beating on this cheese boy. He brings me happiness.
I'm like, yeah, seems about right.
Owie!
I'm going to shoot him in the head in about 10 seconds. I don't know why I'm specifying how long I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it in 10 seconds.
My whole life is flashing before
You
my
have
eyes.
no
Just
life.
as he's about to shoot, on the horizon, he hears a sound. The sound. I don't have it ready, Cheese. I'm sorry.
Me neither, because my phone's on charge.
It saves him. It brings Misty back from the brink.
He's coming.
It's time for Trump's tweets. It's time for Trump's. It's Trump's tweets.
And I come to and then keep pistol whipping cheese. So take this cheese.
Well, it's not actually me, because I'm dead, so I don't know who you're whipping, but they're not liking it. Anyway, Trump's
One of
tweets.
the Burgie followers has a Cheesefund mask on.
Oh my god!
They want to bring cheese around, so they're.
They were having like a funeral at the Church of Krumbis.
Everyone was wearing cheese.
You interrupted it and shot everyone dead. And Porcheg didn't do anything apart from come with his Bluetooth speaker.
Just sat there waiting. Do you have any Trump tweet then? Is Trump tweeted at all?
There is one that I find kind of funny. I don't know what it is. It's just 2 words, and it's just funny to me. It just says "witch hunt" in full caps.
Okay.
I just find that funny. I don't know what it is. It just makes me laugh a bit.
What's
but
that
it's
referring to?
There's no context. There's nothing. It's just him saying "witch hunt" in capital letters. He could be talking about the collusion stuff beforehand, which he's like quoting somebody else, saying there's been no evidence of collusion, even though they've pretty much like already taken quite a few of them to like the FBI have already picked up a few folk who are like, oh yeah, yous have definitely been colluding with Russia.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh no, obviously we've not been colluding because look, this person over here has said that we're not colluding. But instantly, just afterwards, just says "witch hunt" in full caps. It's just hilarious.
Maybe you guys can clear this up for me because I don't really understand. So, it's thought to be true, and it might be true that Donald Trump is secretly having conversations with the Russians about, I don't know, his favorite color or what kind of girl he likes. I don't know what they're talking about.
Right.
It was on the lines of when he was running for president.
Right.
He was colluding with Russians who influenced the vote by doing something like hacking or something like that. I think that's what the idea behind it is.
That does sound a bit ridiculous. But then,
well, they've got evidence. They apparently have evidence saying that. Oh yeah, look, they have actually been talking to the Russians, and because of that, the American justice system, blah blah blah, have suspicions that Trump is actually kind of doing things that he shouldn't be doing just because it's Russia, as if they owe him, that he owes them one, should I say?
So he's doing things that are in Russia's benefit.
Yeah, and are detrimental to the country itself. For example, there was meant to be a sanction put on Putin, or put on Russia.
Yeah.
But it went through Congress and everybody voted yes to it, except from Trump didn't push it through.
Huh.
He didn't sign on it. So
interesting.
Yeah. So pretty much like 90% of folks went, oh yeah, we need to put a sanction on Putin. And Trump went, no we don't. And didn't sign it. Which kind of gives off an impression that, yes, he is actually guilty enough of it. Plus the fact that, what's it, Trump's son? Eric, or whatever his name is?
The one
Eric
who
Trump.
hunted the elephant or something one time.
I don't know about hunting elephants, but he basically went, oh no, my dad didn't, never ever colluded with the Russians. No, here's some email evidence to show that, and like had like email evidence showing that he actually did.
Definitely not a Russian at gmail.com.
It was stupid. He was just like, look, we never colluded with the Russians. Here's an email to the Russians that we have to show that it's not colluding with them.
Oh, God.
It's like, you fucking idiot. Don't know whatever happened to that. I mean, it was like so fucking undeniable
obvious
evidence that you could like.
Everything gets swept under the rug.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, here is my theory.
It's time for Conspiracy Theory Corner with Cheesefunds.
Well, not really. But sort of. The government's corrupt! Wake up, sheeple! I was gonna say, if Trump was keeping all these secrets, it would be physically impossible because he would have tweeted it all out by now because he just can't help himself. It's like when people are like, oh, listen, the government's keeping all these secrets about the aliens, man, and Kennedy was going to release them and that's why he got assassinated, man. Because the government knows the aliens, unless they're keeping it secret from Trump too. Because he would have tweeted it out.
Probably would be.
He would have tweeted it out.
If I was the president and
I
I found
heard
out,
Trump
I'd
is an
totally tweet it
alien.
the first day.
What if Trump's an alien who assassinated Kennedy?
What if he's a lizard person in control of the government?
I've heard that he is, in fact, actually a lizard person.
You heard it here first. Trump is a lizard man.
I'm just all fresh out of like conspiracies, dude. Ever since you said that I've been conspiracy boy, it's like the government have been jamming my brain, dude, to stop me from thinking about things. You know?
Yeah, that's a conspiracy in and of itself. The government's
like,
stopping
what am
you
I
from coming
supposed
up
to
with
do?
conspiracies.
They're thought jamming me, bro.
Dare they? How could they?
I feel used and abused by the government. Wheel! Kyoto! Japan! Sorry, the government, they're back at me again. They're censoring me from saying the private information. Beep. Can you tell I'm out of talking points? Can you tell? We have comments.
We should read them. I'm gonna quickly look to see if we have anything on iTunes.
Okay, hopefully we do. That would be nice.
That would be nice.
If you don't already know, and you're listening on YouTube, the podcast is available on iTunes. We're gonna read out any reviews there, and any reviews help us get found by new people. Also, if you're on iTunes and you didn't know we're on YouTube, and we all have our own individual channels too. They're out there, show notes and stuff.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any fun things coming up on their channel they want to talk about? Porcheg, I know you've got games doing a D&D thing going on.
Yeah, we have
every second week.
We have like a mini sort of side quest of D&D going on every other Thursday. So it'll be not this Thursday coming when this podcast is up, but the Thursday after.
Cool. Misty, you're doing a lot of Twitch stuff, right?
Yeah, streaming Twitch quite regularly as well. Yeah.
I need to put your Twitch in the show notes. I think it's just your YouTube that's in there.
Well, I stream every
update that
Wednesday night on YouTube.
Cool. I'm thinking of changing my streaming schedule.
With the change to work and schedule and stuff.
It's not even that. It's like, well, it's kind of because I get back quite late. I can still stream, but the problem is like I don't see my girlfriend as much now. So I kind of would rather, because like I like streaming.
Yeah.
And streaming gets my view time up. But
you prefer
I didn't hit my
videos.
YouTube goal.
Did you not?
So I don't care anymore.
Hit that.
I hit it, and then apparently Cheesefunds in the past is also a really hard worker, so a spike dropped and it dropped below, and then fucking lost it. So I'm kind of I'm in the don't care zone, but I'm figuring it out. I've got some ideas for videos. I'll probably start making stuff for this month, and then see how it goes from there. So don't subscribe to me yet. Subscribe to me in a month when I care again. I'm just really depressed and trying to make money. Give me money.
Show me the money. Show me the money.
Anything on iTunes, Porcheg?
Nope.
Okay, comments.
Leave your ratings on iTunes, everybody. Write a review. Anything. Just say where you're listening to. When you're listening to the podcast, wherever you are, write a review that says where you're currently listening. If you're in the bath, right, I'm currently looking at my balls.
Like Puffy on YouTube who said, "Oof, gonna secretly listen to this like someone who'd be reading a comic inside a Bible at church. If you are reading it in a comic inside a Bible at church, iTunes review. Write it down."
Yeah.
That was Puffy's comment from 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
On the one with the I forgot the title of it, the one with KSI on the thumbnail.
YouTubers fight.
Linkario says, fights are the solution to everything, don't listen to cheese, BB out. BB out has become the sign-off as well, by the way, that a lot of people are using in the comments, and I love it.
Yeah.
Burgie Boy out, I like it.
Yeah, and also Linky says, and I volunteered to be Burgie number 4 for the boxing match. Me and Cheesy Bird Arms Fundo will unplug the Friggy Boys.
Cheesy Bird Arms Fundo!
The Bird Arms unplugging the Friggy Boys. Anybody else got the comments up? Want to take?
I'm getting them up.
Some of these.
Some scrubs. Jeff says, I volunteer as boxing partner tribute. So we have 2 volunteers now. I'm a big boy who can punch. Probably. That's good. That's good.
I would let Jeff be on my team. He's from America. He'll have a gun.
Yeah. He can box. Guns are allowed in boxing, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. In America,
and
Burgie
Boys rules,
the land of the
at
free.
the very least. Also, yes, the Eagles won the Super Bowl and the fans destroyed my city.
Oh, I saw that. God, that was savage. Like, they were literally just stomping their own city to pieces. Did any of you see this?
Yeah, it was either if they win or lose, they were going to destroy the city anyway.
They were tearing lampposts out and carrying them down the street and stuff. They climbed on top of like a hotel awning and tore it apart.
Oh my god.
There was just so many clips online of them just destroying it.
Jeff said in the one with Cheese's Lost Dwarfs.
There's also an update to that. Jeff has actually messaged us during recording this podcast with an animation.
Yeah, I
know. If you haven't seen it already, our good friend Jeff, some Scrubs, has been working on animations. It'll be in the show notes or in the description down below if you want to check it out. You should definitely do that.
He said, I would just like to note that at one point near the end of the podcast, Cheesefund had screamed or something and scared my cat. So you need to apologise to Jeff's cat.
Also, Puffy cringed when we read his comment. BB out. Hope you cringed again, baby.
Cringe real hard. Puffy, baby.
Cringe-o-matic. Straight to your brain. Straight to the dome. Baby. And I think that's the entirety of today's unfilled and exciting episode.
I like how you're waiting for the burp to come.
Of Krumbis Bumbis
until the burp
and the Burgie Boys. Remember to climb back inside your sleeping bags or you're going to have a cold one. There's a red weather warning right now.
Well, depending on where you are, I suppose. I don't think you get...
for everyone.
Yeah, red weather warning from everyone, because if we die, that's the end of the world.
Scotland
no
is
Krumbis Bumbis, yeah.
I have been Cheesefund.
I have been Monkey of Mist.
I have been, and I'm still am, and will be in the future, Porcheg.
And we have been...
Krumbis Bumbis and the Burgie Boys.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Burgie Boys. Bye, everybody. Leave a review on iTunes.
Leave a review on iTunes.
Leave a tattoo on my ass.
Oh, you're gonna regret that.